So, we are looking across the front row. It is Marc Marquez in his fifth. Vinales be able to do something from the front row. The grid of Rossi has already passed his teammate Valentino Rossi. Will he make Dovizioso in second place? Rossi pushing and shoving for third place, but it looked to me like it's Miller that's made it well, and he just made a great start from the middle of the second row. Miller and the power of the Ducati down the back straight.
Morbidelli, Keith, up the back of Cal, unfortunately.
Morbidelli giving him a bit of a rub, rubbing his racing, but not this early. So Rossi in a good position, but almost getting touched by Jack Miller, I think. And not like this, and he's relying obviously on getting a big enough room. But here comes Valentino Rossi, a winner here, of course. Now going down into turn one. This is going to be a cracking race. You can see that already. How feisty is Rossi on that opening?
I mean, it wasn't even difficult for Dobby then, was it? Mirror signal manoeuvre.
Maverick Vinales is going to be fairly happy with his opening. He racing on the opening. He is a man that knows how to pass. Jack Miller sticks it up the inside of Valentino Rossi and pulls it down to the 140 mile an hour.
It certainly is, and exactly what's happening then. Vinales is being...
Turns 9 and 10.
And he's about to get Nakagami'd.
It's really...
round the outside.
Racing. Do not leave that gap. Do not show any weakness, otherwise everyone's going to take advantage of it. Vinales, Miller, Morbidelli. What a great ride from Morbidelli. He's come alive since he's been on this Yamaha.
We said Marc Marquez had 2.4 seconds.
39,
Look at him.
39.0. He's still underneath his own lap record around this track. 39 on his own. Mind you, we've seen it at this racetrack before. Someone way out in front, and
Marquez and Rossi, wasn't it? That's from about 3 years ago, but I can't remember who was leading.
Well, I think Cal Crutchlow. Ride-through penalty. Cal Crutchlow's got a ride-through. Just come up on the monitor. I saw a big fat digit come across.
It is a jump start, yeah, I can see that. You see, personally, I'd prefer Prime.
That ride-through penalty, does that mean a ride through the penalty lane, though? Because they're not using the penalty lane. Not a big enough penalty in their case. Here comes Rossi. That's a good. Cal Crutchlow knows he's got a ride through. He's got, what, 3 laps to take it within, I think.
It's difficult for the riders, early part of the race. All you're focusing on is looking forward. You know, I mean, there is the chance of that.
Marquez out front. It's been a long side of you. They're coming with you. Turn 1. Marquez, Dovizioso. Vinales has slipped into 8th place. Nakagami 9th. Motoraro in 10th place with Rins.
Really tight. Bear in mind, we've got super slow-mo, so you can really analyse
it as well. You're not allowed to move, are you? That's the problem as well. So what with Stall's second lead, Marquez over Dovizioso leading this bunch at the moment. Miller in 3rd place. Came in there hot as well, didn't he?
Livid.
Yeah, look, we cut away from
the lights. You go when the red light goes out. We're going to see it now.
We're going to see it now, that's for sure.
And that's the problem with this. Once you've done your ride through, what can you do?
In mid, I'm going to add to that, but that did not look like a jump start from where I'm sat.
And that's
cruelest penalty. Hello. Here's Marc Marquez. So Marquez, once he
had that soft rear on most of the weekend.
Yeah, Piero Taramasso, the Michelin top man. Look at this, Valentino Rossi has just taken it to Dobby.
Well,
Yamaha turns good, doesn't it?
It turns good, but then...
Right now, Marc Marquez is going to be your championship leader. He carries on like...
in 18th place, some 12.3 seconds down.
This place has never worked for Jorge
doesn't
Lorenzo.
work.
See just how hard the doctor's pushing. He's gone that far forward into turn 5, lost a lot.
No, I'm looking at what... he's gone past how far behind the leaders he is.
They've got it under HRC top brass here as well. So Ricky being given the job of having to explain.
You can see they've got more information than we.
Well, they've got cameras on the side.
Exactly. They're not going to give it willy-nilly, are they?
No, they're not.
A career-ending injury, and he was so on. Well, he was on for a podium clearly this weekend.
Here we go. Squeeze. Jack Miller on the outside.
Danilo Petrucci up the... he started in FP1. He crashed quite early, and he sort of never really gained any momentum this weekend, did he, Keith?
No, in 100 mile an hour, 3rd gear corner. Then dropping down the hill towards the...
Danilo Petrucci up the inside. Has he gone wide? This is going to be tight. He sort of never really gained any momentum this weekend, did he, Keith?
No, he ended up qualifying on the 4th row in 10th place and our 3rd gear corner. Then dropping down the hill towards the final sector of turn 12.
And look, you can see that so clearly then.
So Rossi hits the front again, and Morbidelli growing his stature. If it wasn't for Marc Marquez, we'd have quite a MotoGP race going on here. Look at him, he's already on the back straight. These guys are... There he is, he's finished his stuff on the back straight already. Dovi again, I reckon you were right.
He's in 8th place, currently sat in 4th and looking incredibly comfortable, isn't he? And can you imagine what someone like on, you'd have to say a slightly lesser spec bike, it will be, won't it? Ever so slightly.
Well, even if it's not a less...
He's got Roman Ficcardo.
Yeah, so he's got all the...
Can you imagine what Ficcardo's thinking now, watching this race? He then got re-signed, thankfully for him, by the Petronas team, and his rider's currently in front of the rider that sacked him.
Put the soft option rear tyre in. The 46 is on the medium compound. Morbidelli, his teammate. Crutchlow did have, but of course he's right at the back and going to have to work it up.
The only time he didn't do a 39, a 39, it was a 40 flat. The rest of the...
Have some time on a... Certainly not on a modern-day motorcycle.
He's had a funny weekend, but when he's been on your rider, just calm down a little bit. Yes, that was another 39. He's now 7 seconds in the lead. He did 1 minute 40. And at that time, most riders were doing 1 minute 45s.
Well, it was coming best qualifying position of this year. From Qatar. Hello, the Suzuki looked quick. Wow, I'll have a bit.
A little bit hot, actually. Nakagami has come alive this weekend, hasn't he?
We were talking about his body language, weren't we? The silver fern through the 43 on the front of his bike. Absolutely class. New Zealand
quite carry the corner speed on the when a Ducati's in front of them, and then he gets out the corner.
And Rins is the next up.
Shout out for Rins, right? He's got clear track in front of him for the first time in a long time.
Valentino taking everybody else out with him as well. So Rossi, dovisioso, second and third, steady his man up. There are the tyre combinations that everybody's gone for. And a lot of overlap between soft and the medium and the hard nowadays. Michelin are quite happy with it.
The braking areas, it moves around more. Vignales' problem is he can't pass people, so you think because that's the limit.
It's in the area that you're looking for, and then when it's moving around, you know you can't go any further on it. So
1 minute 40 flat. And to put that in some sort of context, in front of him is Vignales. He did
Rossi doing a great job. He's found his rhythm now. He's settled into it, hasn't he? And you just get the feeling that this man, Michelin, whereas we've had the asymmetric tyre right up until this year, that's one that had a harder, normal symmetric tyre to be fitted to the rear of these bikes. To be honest, I can't see anything wrong with that.
He's now up to 15th place. His lap times are the same as the battle for second.
Tito, great guy, great rider, but you would not put him in the same class as Jorge Lorenzo. Ducati, you know, everybody said, and they fired him. Effectively, they gave him no reason to stay.
Wow.
Time that
wasn't even close.
That was
come on.
That was the
Look
grip.
at it.
That was the grip out of 3 and 4. Well, maybe that rear tyre cooling scoop is better than we gave it credit for. 7 degrees is for cooling of the tyre.
I'm only
just give me a smack in.
I'm only winding you up.
Well, it is a bit of a scary in his body language. Right on the case.
Fastest man on the track right now. What I'm going to tell you now. Fastest man on the track is Cal Crutchlow in the 39s.
If it was a jump start, which I have absolutely no doubt within the rules it was, that perhaps they would make him go around the penalty loop, but I think that's more for those kind of infringements that
start. So the guy from the back row ends up leading into turn 1 and then just the penalty loop. And
they're all focusing on that. Oh yeah, the air deflector, sorry. It's not allowed to be wider to the court of arbitration for sport. So 5 days on, Sunday today, Tito's gone.
And it's just not forgiving, is it, at all?
That's assuming that Lorenzo didn't shove him off. And all the time, Jack Miller is one side, then the other side.
Well, as you can see, the problem is now exactly. There's been a lot do that this weekend.
A lot of trail breaking into there, right in front of the Marquez stand. There's somebody gone in there.
Yeah, that's Tito's bike. Things on fire.
You reckon? Could be. Still Marquez out front. 10.4 now for those of you still paying attention to where he's gone. Mazzari made the pass. And you get sucked together, don't you, with the movement.
The problem is, his lap time's slower, so he's now holding up Morbidelli.
And it could get worse yet.
Yeah, because he's got Quartararo behind him.
Quartararo looking to, he manages to finish second place. That will mean he and Marquez will be on equal points when we leave this round. He's doing dead. 1 minute 40.9, Dovizioso just did. It's nearly a second a lap. Last year, Marquez hit everything except the deck. When he was making his way through, he got, I don't know, 2 penalties.
All the way, what was he? 16th on the grid? Yes, he was 16th on the grid.
Well, he was on the... Yeah. Quartararo could catch them. We'll wait and see, but all eyes are on the Suzuki of Rins. We've all got to watch Rins, who is also matching Marquez's time. In fact, he was the fastest man last time, waiting for them to cross line. 12.4 last time around, 40.1 compared with the 40.4 of the Suzuki. This will be a remarkable ride from him from where he's going. He's trying, because that thing is beginning to...
Yeah, so how far? He's 3 seconds behind Hafiz Shireen. He's a chance at some points.
Zarco has looked more like a bit like Zarco. We've actually seen him on screen a few times because he's been performing. Looking from Rins at Bugatti in later stages. That's what it's going to be about. It's going to be a bit of a block pass, I feel, on Petrucci. He's got outside. It's going to be a long way round if he manages to do it.
Is he going to cut to the inside?
It depends if Petrucci runs it a little wide. On touch with Dovi and Rossi. What was Dovi's time last time? 40.2. He's upped his pace a fraction.
Like now, for example, if he took the front, Marquez. Because, I mean, he's going that fast. He's going faster than anybody.
Marquez, that's hot. He's run that a little wide. That overhead camera shows up every mistake. Well, he's just gone grass tracking, that's why. But did it cut out? Is there a problem on... Yeah, he's got a problem. But at this point in the race, doesn't matter how good the tyres are, they are on the move now.
Completely. Not before.
That won't have gone off at all. He's right with Dovizioso as well. We've got 3 laps to go. Rins gone through. So Rins...
Miller got him on the straight.
Yeah, Miller must have Rins the motor. I don't think Rins has got...
Actually, Rins is in the slipstream, so that's probably helped him a little bit.
And it's still hooking up.
Yeah. According to Miller.
According to Miller. So the full factory Ducati is... We won't get a chance. Oh, no. He is.
On the last lap into there.
He's got a hard front in. That won't have gone off at all. He's still sitting there, waiting. There goes Rins. Rins has gone through. So
Here the straight. Watch this Ducati power now behind him.
Yeah, that's going to upset Rins' momentum. I don't think Rins has got... Actually, really, Petrucci's on Miller's bike.
According to Miller.
Okay. Here we go then. Marc Marquez. Let's have a listen. We won't hold up. Marc Marquez, we've seen very little of him. He's been out front for such a long time. 12.3. Incredible. You don't see this in MotoGP nowadays. Marquez is in a straight line. And 2 fast riders on him. Is he riding absolutely flat out?
The certain happy man.
Well, you would be, wouldn't you?
Yes, you would be.
This is going to be down to this close to someone in front and looks this confident. Guaranteed he's going to try and make a pass, and he'll probably make out of all of them. Last lap.
He's so popular, Keith. He has to have that special walkway, doesn't he, from where he gets changed.
Did it last night. That's you're upset.
That's his biggest ever winning margin in the dry. The 12 second you've just been told.
Get it right. Well, 25. There is nothing quite as cool to see the doctor celebrate.